I'm from Singapore.
From Vietnam.
AWS User Group Thailand.
I'm an AWS community builder.
I run the user group in Singapore as a community hero.
I'm an AWS community builder.
I love AWS community.
Go AWS.
I'm so proud that all the group members are very proactive to support each other.
I'm really passionate about making artificial intelligence and machine learning more accessible.
I'm also one of the AWS machine learning heroes around the world.
It's a global, positive and diverse community.
ผมเป็น Amazon Web Service Community Hero ประจำประเทศไทยนะครับ
The love of the technology and the friendship in the community.
Go AWS.
Hi, I'm Mike Coleman, a Senior Developer Advocate on the Amazon Lightsail team at AWS. What is Lightsail? It's the easiest way to get started on AWS. Lightsail allows you to deploy impressive applications and build websites without any prior cloud experience. By providing you with networking, instances, and databases, it gets you up and running quickly. It's powerfully simple with click-to-launch blueprints, has a low fixed monthly price, and is built on the world's leading cloud platform, Amazon Web Services. And now you can get an inside look at the functionality with some new demo videos. Follow along with these step-by-step tutorials so you can see Lightsail's extensive capabilities, like creating Windows and Linux instances.
Virtually anything you could do with PowerShell you could do here in this script.
Deploying Drupal instances and Django applications.
What I'm doing here is giving it an IP address that won't change when the instance reboots.
Building LAMP stack apps.
A LAMP stack application is an application that's built using Linux, Apache, MySQL, and PHP.
Take the first step in your cloud journey and learn more about Lightsail today.
Developers are passionate about their projects, but don't want to spend extra time or money focusing on cloud management. They need a cloud platform that offers the fastest, easiest, and most affordable way to get up and running. Amazon Lightsail does just that. As a one-stop shop to set up and manage a variety of applications and websites, Lightsail allows developers to do it all with instances, databases, in-console networking, and more. It's powerfully simple with click-to-launch blueprints designed to provide customers with an easy-to-use interface while offering a rich feature set. Once it's up and running, it's simple to operate and maintain applications, services, and instances in a secure and efficient way. It has a low set monthly price with bundled plans that support common business and application scenarios. These include all basic components such as virtual servers, managed databases, load balancers, networking, monitoring, and alarms. As customer needs change and grow, they can upgrade to a different plan or add resources such as databases and load balancers, all for a fixed monthly price. Lightsail is built on the world's leading cloud platform, and its computing is based on the same highly available and reliable AWS cloud infrastructure used by over 1 million customers worldwide. Developers can now get projects up and running as fast as possible with an easy-to-use cloud platform. Leave cloud maintenance to Lightsail so developers can focus on their code. Get started today.
Welcome to the 34th episode of the Community Ignite series entitled Reignite, AWS Cloud Foundation.
So with AWS, we have a lot of resources or services that can cater to your business needs. Running your own premise or your own infrastructure is very, very costly. Okay? And when it comes to transitioning to cloud, especially with AWS, you only get to pay with what you use. We get to secure the following or monitor the following that is in the cloud. Okay, so for example, software ng mga different services natin, compute services, software ng storage natin, software ng database natin, software na networking services natin, AWS will manage that.
We would like to thank not only our speaker but our co-presenters as well. Thank you, AWS and AWS Club Pilipinas.
Hi, I'm Mike Coleman, and I'm a developer advocate at Amazon Web Services. Today I'm going to introduce you to the easiest way to launch and manage your project with AWS, Amazon Lightsail. For more than a decade, AWS has been one of the world's most reliable and innovative cloud service providers. But maybe you're brand new to AWS and you find yourself intimidated by the wide variety of features and pricing models. You're not alone. Getting started with any new technology can be daunting. But even if you are familiar with AWS already, you may be looking for a way to reduce costs and simplify deployment of existing AWS workloads. Either way, you're in luck. Lightsail reduces the learning curve of AWS's advanced features and pricing models, and it all starts at a low, predictable price. With Lightsail, you get lots of helpful features, including one-click operating system and application stacks like WordPress, LAMP, Windows, or Linux, which you can run instantly, as I'll show you here. All you have to do to get started is launch the Lightsail homepage, click Create Instance on the console, pick a location, select an application, give your instance a name, and click Create. In a few short clicks, Lightsail is off and running, deploying your instance. Another helpful feature is the ability to manage access to your website or web app. You can add load balancers as well as configuring your firewall and domain name settings to ensure secure access. And when your ideas grow and you decide to expand your business, Lightsail makes the transition safe and effortless. Whether you want the ability to move your workloads directly to EC2 or connect to other advanced AWS services. Best of all, Lightsail uses the same reliable and secure AWS cloud infrastructure trusted by over 1 million customers worldwide. And it doesn't stop there. Lightsail is always innovating and offering new features to make your cloud experience as intuitive as possible.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Community Ignite series. Tonight is actually our 43rd episode, full of fun and all things AWS. The title for tonight's episode is Routing Traffic for a Domain in Route 53 to an Amazon Lightsail Container Service. Now, I know it sounds interesting and you guys are excited, but before we proceed with our webinar, let me first introduce myself. I am your host for tonight, Liara Sendico, a project management intern of Edukasyon.ph. Now, we value your time spending your Thursday evening to learn with us. So I would love to get to know you guys more. Kaya naman, before we ignite your night, pakilala naman kayo sa ating Zoom chat box. I would like to know your favorite applications of phone. So feel free to send in to our Zoom chat box. And also let us know that you are here by saying where you are from. And if you are a student or a professional, isama nyo na rin dyan ang inyong university or profession. We are also live on Facebook, so hello to our FB Live viewers. Please don't forget to tag your friends and click the share button, share this live. Let's also help others learn from our very own industry leaders. Okay, so again, thank you so much for taking the time to attend this free 1-hour tech-driven webinar. It's very nice to see you all guys in here. Now, as I wait for your comments, let's first have a bit of a background what CIS is. If this is your first time joining us, Community Ignite series brings people to uplift fellow developers and professionals in the Philippines with different guest speakers all over the world sharing their expertise in the field. Whether you are a student, professional, or career shifter, this series is the one for you. Now, you can join us every Thursday from 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. And this event is all for free. Comes with an e-certificate and is co-presented by Amazon Web Services, AWS, and AWS Cloud Pilipinas. Okay, so let's have a bit of a refresher, shall we? The last episode was all about Amazon S3 feature. In case you missed the previous talks, you can watch the highlights in our socials, AWS Club Filipinas on Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, TikTok, and watch the full episode on Community Ignite series playlist on the Ed TV YouTube. Again, you can also scan the QR code flash on your screen to watch this episode. So if you guys are interested in the Amazon S3 feature, feel free and join our community, watch our previous episodes. Okay, so now before we proceed, I'll go back to the comments section. Ayan, tingnan natin kung sino na yung mga nagpakilala. Okay, we have Sheila Kabuburak Sheila. Am I pronouncing that correct? Hello to you, Sheila. We have a BSIT student here from University of Alaminos City Campus. We also have, hello to you, Kian RJ Villanes, another BSIT from University of Northern Philippines. Yes, Ali Mama, meron po ito sa FB Live. Okay, we also have here Nicole Ramilo. Hello, Ramil. We have a BSIT student from Romblon State University. We also have a computer engineering student, Robin Barcona from University of Rizal System. So hello everyone. I'm so excited to meet you guys. And are you guys excited as well to meet our speaker? Can I see a bit of a heart reacts or comment down if you're ready to meet our speaker? Yes. Okay, so without further ado, let me introduce to you our speaker for tonight. He is a university lecturer in information systems, a web enthusiast, and an entrepreneur. He spends most of his time observing different website interfaces and sketching different artworks. As a graduate student, he'd like to further his studies in the topics like cloud computing, UI or UX, and data science to understand ways to formulate better insights and applications in the web development and technologies. He is also currently managing his food processing business in Laguna. So without further ado, let us all welcome Sir Carl Angkana. Good evening, Sir Carl. Let's all give him a virtual round of applause.
Okay, thank you very much, Lara.
Okay, we're so excited, Sir Carl. Please, the floor is all yours.
All right. Hello, everyone. Good afternoon. My name is Carl Angelo Angkana. Thank you for that introduction, Miss Lara, and I'm so overwhelmed. And yeah, I'm so excited to deliver my topic for today. It's all about Route 53 and Amazon Lightsail container service. So we are here because we have common interest, which is cloud computing. So, okay. Our agenda for today is about the Amazon Lightsail, container services in Amazon Lightsail. Then next is Amazon Route 53, and then we will try to demo some steps if we have extra time. So if you have questions, here is my email. Or here is my company email. So you can reach me out to cloud-training@edukasyon.ph. All right. So this is the introduction read by Miss Lara. So basically, I'm so interested in cloud computing, UI, UX, and data science. But yes, okay, I'm interested, but I am not an expert in those fields, so I'm still a beginner in that field. So we are all learning here. All right. So what are we expecting for today? So we are expecting to learn Amazon Lightsail. We are going to explore Amazon Lightsail, and we are here to learn about Amazon Lightsail container services. We are also going to provision an Amazon Lightsail container service, and we will introduce to you the Route 53 And then finally, the topic, routing traffic for a domain in Amazon Route 53 to Lightsail Container Service. All right. So here is my expectation or my assumption for the audience of this session. First is that you have a basic knowledge in cloud computing, Amazon Web Services, and container services. You understand what DNS is and how DNS works. Third, you have a basic knowledge about CLI or command line interface, roles and policies in AWS, and my assumption is you know that we have a limited time for this presentation. So if you have questions, so before we start to the content, we can discuss these questions you have in mind. So if okay, so if you are ready and you have any more questions about these topics, then we can proceed to the actual content. All right. So we will first explore Route 53. Okay. We will first explore Amazon Lightsail rather. All right. So an Amazon Lightsail is the easiest way to get started with AWS, especially if you don't have any experience with cloud computing. Amazon Lightsail is one of the best choice for you. And this is meant for developers, small business owners, students, and other users who need a solution to build, host their websites and applications in the cloud. Okay, so basically, everything that you have in mind about web hosting is in Amazon Lightsail. So how do I sign up for a Lightsail account? Well, you must have your own Amazon Web Services account, and then just like any other service in Amazon Web Service, you just search this Amazon Lightsail from the services or from the search bar and try to click the get started, and then you may use your account to access the Lightsail as well. So Lightsail is giving us the feature that is quite simple compared to the actual console or dashboard of our Amazon Web Services. Later on, you will see the Amazon Lightsail console. So to kickstart your passion in web development using Lightsail, you may go to aws-amazon.com/lightsail. All right. Okay. Amazon Lightsail is available in at least 14 regions across the globe. These regions and availability zones are available right now in Amazon Lightsail for us to pick. So when we provision a server, virtual private cloud, or we would like to create a container service with Amazon Lightsail, then we can try to choose. We have a lot of options, we have a lot of locations, and of course, we are always picking, or we are always selecting the best possible option, which is the closest location. All right. Now, what can I do with Lightsail? Well, these are the most common services in Amazon Lightsail. So you can create your own instance. This is a pre-configured virtual private server where you can provision a Linux server or even a WordPress server. So this instance is just a matter of clicks, no? It's just easy for all of us. Then we can also create a database with Lightsail, and then we can also create containers. And at the same time, we can also create storage with Lightsail. So basically, it's just like the Amazon Web Services, but the feature and the console is lightweight, and compared to the Amazon Web Services, that is much more complex, right? So it's really easy to use for beginners. Now, what can I do, okay, with Lightsail? Again, we can do simple websites, we can do some business apps, we can do some web applications, and we can also develop and test our programs or systems with Amazon Lightsail for our prototypes. So if you're a small business owner, it is you are encouraged to try Amazon Lightsail WordPress hosting platform. Okay, it's so easy to set up, and it's the pricing model is quite cheaper compared to provisioning actual servers in the EC2. All right. So here is the pricing plans that I have mentioned earlier. We have the pricing plan for the instance, which is being priced per month. So sometimes according to memory, processing, storage, and transfer. So it depends on the use case. It depends on your business case. What would you like to avail? But the first 3 months are the cheapest one is the 3.5 US dollars, then the 5 US dollars, and the 10 US dollars. This is for the instance. Now, there is a different pricing model for Lightsail container. So we will see that later on. Okay, let's go to the container. Okay, what is a container? A container is a standard unit of software that packages code and its dependencies together so that the application runs quickly and reliably from one computing environment to another. Okay, container services in Amazon Lightsail. An Amazon Lightsail container service is a highly scalable compute and networking resource on which you can deploy, run, and manage containers. A container is a standard unit of software that packages code and its dependencies together so that the application runs quickly and reliably from one computing environment to another. So if we are going to go back in time, we have these traditional infrastructures. We also have this virtual private servers, and now we have the containerized services. So for the traditional infrastructures, there are computers that we can see in our schools, in our offices, in our homes, and sometimes in some stores. So these computers can run standalone programs, but they are exclusive to their own hardware, software, and applications. Compared to a virtual private server or a virtual private cloud, you share your hardware with other virtual private cloud as well. You also share the host OS with other virtual private cloud, and what you have is the virtual private cloud guest OS, and then the applications that you provision or you install in those guest OS. So which means that you are you are saving not just money but also time in provisioning this applications. So a containerized service. So you have the uh, you are sharing the hardware. You are also sharing the operating system, and at the same time, you are running your apps in a hypervisor, and this hypervisor manages your apps. For example, you are going to install uh, a web server. You're going to need a web server uh, and nothing else. So you may try to use container services so that you'll just save uh, time, and you also save cost. All right. So it is a Lightsail compute resource that you can create in any AWS region in which Lightsail is available. You can create and delete container services at any time. Okay. Now here is the pricing model for your Lightsail container. So for the Lightsail container, the cheapest starts at $7. And of course, the extra large size of the container, okay, ranges up to $160 per month. It depends on the use case that you have. You can scale up to 20 container all at once. So later on, we will try to show you how are we going to create a container service with Lightsail. So basically, capacity is determined by scale and power in Amazon Lightsail. Okay. Now let's move on. You can also do it in Amazon Web Services CLI. So if you're familiar with CLI, this is what you're going to copy, and then you'll paste this into your terminal so that you can create a container service with Amazon Lightsail without going to the Lightsail console. So you'll just write create container service and service name, and then followed by the name of your container service, and then the size. So you write the power, then the size is small, and then scale is 1. All right. So that's how you do it with Amazon CLI. Okay, great. So this is how are we going to provision an Amazon Lightsail container service. Let me play a video presentation.
This is the Amazon Lightsail console. It's quite simple, and the services are already organized in a simple fashion. It's very relevant, especially for starters and all kinds of users in AWS. Now, let me do a walkthrough of this console, and let's create a container. By navigating through the Container tab, we can see the list of containers available in our own account. However, we cannot see any since this is a new account. By clicking this button, we can create our own container service with Amazon Lightsail. We can change the AWS region of our container service, and we can see the list of 14 available regions for Amazon Lightsail. We will choose Singapore since this is the closest location in the Philippines. Next, we can choose the container capacity of our container. We can choose the power, and we can choose the scale. By choosing the power, we can choose any sizes we want, And by choosing the scale, we can increase and decrease the scale of our container service. And for the sake of our demonstration, we will choose the cheapest and we will choose only one scale. So this container will cost us $7 per month. Now let's jump off to identifying our service. The name of our container service must be unique within each AWS region of our AWS account. It must be lowercase and DNS compliant. So we will try ciclab-ls means Lightsail-demo. The default domain of our container will be something like this. Next, we can see the summary of our container service. The container service configuration is nano, and we only have one node. Now, let's try to click this button, Create Container Service, to create our own container service with Amazon Lightsail. After a few minutes, our container will be provisioned and will be ready to use.
Okay, so that's how you're going to create container services with Amazon Lightsail. Then next is we will deploy an application. Okay, since my video for this deployment is broken, so I just downloaded a similar video. Then let's try to watch this deployment.
How to deploy your first container to that service. On the container service page, open the Deployments tab and create a new deployment. A deployment is a set of specifications for the container workload that you want to launch in your container service. A deployment can handle up to 10 containers, and each container has a name, an image, and configuration options. For this video, you'll be deploying just a single container to your service, the official Nginx Docker image provided by Nginx. Nginx is a popular web server and reverse proxy. Many of you might already be familiar with it. The name of your container should follow the appropriate naming guidelines and should be something descriptive that allows you to identify your container easily. I'm going to use Nginx as the name, but other names like web or proxy might also be useful. Source container images can come from a public repository like Docker Hub, or can be images that you've created and stored with your container service. I'll talk more about that in another video. We're using the official Nginx Docker image and can reference it directly by name. This will resolve to the latest version of the Nginx image available. You can also provide optional configuration like launch commands, environmental variables, and open ports for the container. These dynamic options allow you to provide configuration information to your container when it is created. For the Nginx container, you don't need to specify launch command or environmental variables, but do need to add an open port. The official Nginx container listens on port 80 for HTTP traffic. Public endpoints allow end users or consumers of your service to reach it from the internet. When you specify a public endpoint, Lightsail will create a secure public HTTPS endpoint for your service that is accessible from the internet through the default domain name. If you had more than one container in your service that had open ports, you could choose from any one of those containers to act as your public endpoint, but can only have one public endpoint per container service at a time. After providing a name, image, and configuration for your container and endpoint configuration, you can now create your deployment. Creating your deployment will take a few minutes. During creation, you can monitor the progress of your deployment here on the service page and by viewing service logs. Once your service has been deployed, you can visit the public endpoint with your browser by clicking on the link on the service page. Here you can verify that your Nginx web server has been deployed correctly and is accepting traffic from the internet. Once you've verified your container service is operating correctly and you're finished with it, you can easily delete your Lightsail container service and all the resources associated with it, including deployments and saved container images. In this video, I've shown you how easy it is to deploy a containerized application in the cloud using Amazon Lightsail containers. I've demonstrated how to create a new container service and how to deploy a container, all from the Lightsail web console. Amazon Lightsail Containers is an easy way to get started with containers in the cloud, particularly for startups, developers, and hobbyists taking their first steps into containerization. You can use Amazon Lightsail Containers to learn about containers in the cloud, to gain experience managing containers in the cloud, and can do so with Lightsail's simplified container orchestration. For more information about Lightsail Containers, please visit the Lightsail product page. Thanks. Show you how to.
Okay, so to summarize, we have created our first containerized service with Amazon Lightsail, and then at the same time we also deploy an application with our container application or container service rather with Amazon Lightsail. So that is Nginx. Later on, we will see the domain, or we can see the output of this implementation or this deployment, and then later on we will try to redirect those traffic or reroute those traffic with the domain or the custom domain we have with Amazon Route 53. Okay, so what is an Amazon Route 53? Well, basically, it is a highly available and a scalable domain or cloud domain name system web server services. So basically, it translates your IP address or the hardware's IP address into a human readable form. Okay, so it's just like a nickname. So it's like, for example, a www.example.com or www.edukasyon.ph. So Route 53 is taking care of translating these IP addresses into this human readable form. So well, it is designed to give developers and businesses an extremely reliable and cost-effective way to route end users to internet applications. So by translating this IP addresses or your machine, the name of your machine, you can connect all around the world with Amazon Route 53. And it's fully compliant with IPv6 as well. So these Amazon Route 53 can also be integrated with different Amazon web services, including Lightsail. So if you want to install a web server using Lightsail and you want to make your website public, or you want to make your system public, and you may try to reroute the traffic from the Route 53 to your Amazon Lightsail instance or container services. That's what we're going to do today. Okay. Step 3. We need to install AWS CLI in order for us to reroute the traffic successfully, because later on, this will be our tool to this will be our way to upload our JSON file. Now let me.
Since we are using macOS as our machine for today, we will try to install the requirements of CLI using the macOS documentation of AWS. So let's try to copy this command and paste it into our terminal. There you have it. Let's try to download this file provided by AWS as well. I'll try to input my password to proceed. Okay, I think it's downloaded successfully, so we'll try to proceed with another one. Then let's try to check if AWS is now present into our machine. This is taking too long, but if we have the same result from our machine to the documentation of AWS, then we can proceed to the next step. So that's it. Okay, so there's a different version from the documentation. So we will understand that there are some inconsistencies with the numbers that we see right here, but it's just the same. So that so we will just need to follow the instruction right here from this website docsamazon.com. So later on, okay, we will try to create a Route 53 domain. So here's how you do it. This is the Route 53 dashboard. This is where you're going to create and manage your DNS services with AWS. To start, let's click Register Domain right here, and it will navigate us to another page where we can see these 3 steps in this activity. First, domain search. Second, contact details. And third, verify and purchase. We choose a domain that is unique with everyone. So let's try ciclab-demo. And we choose .com. And let's try to check. ciclab-demo.com is available, and the price of it is $12 per year. Let's try to add this in our shopping cart to proceed to the next step. This is the contact details for your domain. And as the registrar of the domain, I will have to fill up this information, and I will get back to you later on after I filled up this. Okay, so unfortunately, we cannot use the ciclab-demo.com because I have encountered problems with my second AWS account. That's why I will be using my own domain and my own AWS account for this demonstration. All right. This is the Route 53 dashboard. This is where you're going. Okay, now let's go back to your
Amazon Lightsail. If you go back to Amazon Lightsail, you will see that you can create your own custom domain. So okay, you can create your own custom domain with with Amazon Lightsail. So since we have the domain already, it's carlobytes.com, and then what we're going to do is just create a certificate. So the creation of the certificate is just you will just input your name or the name of your DNS, and then you will just uh, make sure that those DNS information are verified with Route 53. So you're going to configure that, and then later on, okay, we are going to reroute the traffic or route the traffic for a domain in Amazon Route 53 to a Lightsail container service. Now, this is the requirements, okay? You must first get the hosted zone ID. Okay, so the hosted zone ID that we have selected earlier is with Asia Pacific, Singapore, or AP Southeast 1. So we need this hosted ID so that we can use this later on in the writing of our JSON code. So this is the JSON code that I have mentioned. So you will just leave this comment as is, and then you will just change the name and then hosted zone ID, and then at the same time the DNS name. Now, where are this? Where are you going to get those information for the following? Okay, here you have the public domain. Okay, so this is going to be your DNS name right here. Okay, so this is from the Amazon Lightsail console. So the public domain is ciclab-ls-demo. Okay, following the random code and the region and the Amazon Lightsail domain, or cs.amazonlightsail.com. So you will proceed to identifying the name of your website. So for example, I have my website carlobytes.com. Okay, so I will put carlobytes.com in the name, and then I will also put the Asia Pacific hosted ID, okay, or hosted zone ID right here. Okay, so this hosted zone ID, okay, is based on your Amazon Lightsail, not Route 53. Okay, but you also need to get the hosted zone ID of Route 53 later for you to connect those two services. Okay, so where did I put this file? So this change-resource-record-sets.json is located at the sites of my folder, and then I just created a folder named Amazon Lightsail, and then I run the terminal in the AWS Lightsail folder. So I run this command, okay, AWS Route 53 change resource record sets, then the hosted zone ID. The hosted zone ID right here, okay, this will be your hosted zone ID from your Route 53, okay? And then the following codes are change batch file. So the change batch file means that you're going to upload, or you're going to mention the change dash resource dash record sets .json. So this is the code that we are looking for. This is the file that we are looking for. So I put this in this folder, and then I run this command so that we can now connect AWS Lightsail to our Route 53. Okay. So this is the file location, just like what I've said. And if you have created, or if you have successfully uploaded the JSON file, you change the resource record sets of the Route 53 of carlobytes.com, then you will receive a message from the terminal, something like this. Okay. And then finally, your container is now accessible via custom domain. So if you visit this this website, it's just the same as what I have presented right here. So this is just an implementation uh, of a container service that you make that you connect with a custom domain. So that's it. So this series is based on the documentation of Amazon Lightsail about routing custom domain to your AWS Lightsail container service. So if you have questions, please feel free to ask. There's a question. So does the Amazon Lightsail also support wildcard SSL? Yes, of course. Okay. If you'll be going to deploy and create a certificate for your Amazon Lightsail container service, they will be the one who will work, no, for your SSL as well. Better din bang gamitin as option yung own DNS service ng Lightsail aside sa Route 53? Although that is a different topic, I think that there's no limitation naman, no, when it comes to using your own DNS service outside the Amazon Web Services. Kasi we can actually use there are some documentations that says we can use GoDaddy's domain name service, and we'll let the Route 53 manage this domain that you have. Yes. Okay, this question, mag-expire din po ba ang certificate ng Route 53? Yes. Opo, mag-expire din ang certificate ng Route 53, although we are not doing the configuration like what we have like what I have done before, yung OpenSSL. So mayroon pa akong mga kini-create doon sa CLI. So this time pwede mo na siyang i-click na lang sa Lightsail. I-click mo na lang siya doon. And may expiration siya. We all know the limit of static IP addresses in Lightsail. Is there a charge for an additional static IP addresses? Well, I have to look on that, kasi what we can see is that when we increase the scale of our Amazon Lightsail container services, we also increase the price. Actually, we double the price. So, yun yung ano niya, yun yung feature niya sa Lightsail. So how about migrating my website from a GoDaddy to Lightsail? May services din ba for migration? Well, I'll try to answer your question siguro through email kasi uh, um, hindi pa siya part ng topic ko. So we can see, Sir Sunny. Okay, so is there a free domain that Route 53 offers? Unfortunately, no, but as compared to the other, unfortunately, wala. But mas cheaper naman siya, no, compared sa ibang hosting platform. All right. So the entire presentation is or the entire tutorial, okay, is based on this website. So if you're really interested in deploying your website using containerized services in Lightsail, and you would like to connect this with Route 53, it's very easy. So you'll just first need to okay, so that okay. All right. Sige, sige. Thank you, thank you. Okay, sir, clarify lang. Is containers good for development side? Well, it depends kasi since lightweight si Lightsail, no, lightweight lang siya. If malaki na yung system natin, okay? Hindi na siya recommended kasi unang-una mahirapan tayong i-scale si Lightsail. Okay? Mahirapan tayong i-scale si Lightsail. So yun yung isang disadvantage ni Lightsail. Although if we would just want to test our prototype with Lightsail, then it's okay, that's good. Pwede mo siyang gamitin kasi it's quite cheaper, no? If prototype lang yung gagawin mo. Microservices, API, yes. Yes, sir. Apo. So there are also APIs that are integrated with Lightsail, and then there are also microservices that are integrated with Lightsail as well. I think they are included in the instance feature of Amazon Lightsail.
Hello, Sir Carl. Okay, so but first, thank you so much for giving us an introduction to Amazon Lightsail and for demonstrating us how to use it. I'm sure the topic is really, really helpful, especially that most of our attendees here are actually in the field of IT. And to our 153 participants here in Zoom right now, and to those who are watching our FB Live, I hope you guys can use this skill in your future career. So now we also have questions po kasi in our FB Live. So I'm gonna read those. First po is, which AWS Route 53 routing policy would you use to route traffic to multiple resources and also choose how much traffic is routed to each resource?
Okay. This is talking about a routing policy, you know. May I ask to repeat the question po?
Okay, which AWS Route 53 routing policy would you use to route traffic to multiple resources and also choose how much traffic is routed to each resource?
How much traffic? Well, if we can try uh, I guess we cannot try geolocation with this one, but it's also possible to use geolocation routing with Route 53, especially if you are just targeting the users or the location that is quite closer to you. And at the same time, we can also use the round robin, and then with this feature, it can also say hold like uh, failure backups, something like that.
Okay, thank you, Sir Carl. We have another question po. What types of access controls can I set for the management of my domains on Amazon Route 53?
Okay, so basically, you have to first identify. You have to first create a separate IM account for this one, and then second is you have to create a policy that will contact or that will communicate with the resource with uh, say Route 53. So this change um, uh, resource record set that I have created is communicating with Route 53. So uh, to make it easy, uh, since this is about creation and upserting rather, I have created the policy that that can say that can modify uh, all kinds of
Mhm.
all types of configuration.
Okay. Thank you, Sir Carl. I am afraid due to time constraints, we can't entertain all the questions, but don't worry. I have one last question. I'll ask where we can reach you po, and do you have any social media accounts so that our participants can tap you if they need any help, or do you have any upcoming events that you like to promote, Sir Carl?
Well, you can all reach me at cloud-training at Edukasyon.ph or C. Angkana at Edukasyon.ph, or my social media account is just the same, Carlo Bites.
Okay. Thank you, Sir Carl. We'll also send that on our Zoom chat box. So now, moving on, everyone, huwag niyong kalimutang sumali sa ating si Club community dahil we have a lot in store for you guys. And all of those you can see on our link tree, or you can scan the QR code on your screen to visit this and check out our future events that we have for you in the coming weeks. Okay. So now, ayan, okay, that's the QR code. So feel free to scan that or visit our link tree again to check out the upcoming events we have in the few incoming weeks. Okay, so I hope you guys learned a lot from this webinar. I have learned a lot from this 1 hour track-driven webinar. And I am thankful as well to our speakers, Sir Carl. So thank you so much po. But now I would like to take this opportunity to invite all of you to a photo opportunity with our speakers. So if you guys can turn on your cameras, please do so. And let's wait for the tech team for the queue for our photo op. So come on, don't be shy. Let's have a photo opportunity with Sir Carl. Turn on your cameras. Okay, tech team, please give us a cue. If you are taking the photo already. Okay. Okay. So before we do that, I would also like to Thank you for joining us again tonight. And moving on to the e-certificates, this will only be given to those who attended the webinar in Zoom. So please wait for 5 to 7 business days and make sure that you check your inbox or your spam for the certificate. So thank you so much for your patience. And we would also love to hear your experience. To answer our feedback form, please go to Edukasyon.ph-CIS43 quest or click the link on our Zoom chat box for the feedback form. Again, that's Edukasyon.ph-CIS43 quest. So I'm seeing our participants already turning on their cameras. Okay, we'll take the photo. I'll give the cue. Tech team, please take the photo. 1, 2, 3, smile. Another one. 1, 2, 3, smile. Okay, last one. 1, 2, 3, smile. Okay, before we move on to the last part of our event, we would like to announce the top attendee for the month of April is still ongoing. There is a lot of time to win AWS credits worth $20. So guys, all you have to do is post your CIS certificate per episode and post it on either Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, TikTok, and tag us at Edukasyon.ph and AWS Lab Pilipinas. You can also use the hashtags #Edukasyon.ph and #AWS Lab Pilipinas. Don't miss out the chance to be our top CIS attendee for the month of April. And of course, as said, we have a lot in store for you. And hindi lang Community Ignite series ang handa namin for you. We have a lot of upcoming events that will fit your interests and skills. First, we have Phil IT Org. So start your path to cloud computing with an introduction to AWS Cloud Foundations. You can learn the basics of cloud computing as well as storage and networking from the ground up. You will develop foundational knowledge about AWS and best practices for designing, deploying, and operating applications on AWS. This is in collaboration with Philippine Information Technology Organization, and this webinar is best for those new to AWS who are interested in learning cloud computing fundamentals. Be sure to register for the certificate of attendance. So I hope to see you at our event tomorrow, Friday. Another one, we have Academy Machine Learning Foundation Training. You can join the AWS Academy Machine Learning Foundation Training today. AWS Academy Machine Learning Foundation Training is not just a learning opportunity, but also provides you with real-world experience. You will learn how to analyze data and build models to predict outcomes, optimize business decisions, and automate actions based on your results. You can enjoy exclusive perks such as 14 hours free training for students, educators, and young professionals, e-certificate upon completion, 50% discount voucher for the certification exam, and join the growing community of AWS learners. You can also grow your career by joining the AWS Academy Machine Learning Program. So you can apply until tomorrow, that's June 10, 2022. So kita nyo naman, guys, we have partnered with a lot of tech communities and organized events just for you. We have been conducting a lot of events on behalf of AWS Lab Pilipinas and Edukasyon.ph. So thank you to our lovely Igniters for attending each one of them and for being so active. Once again, we would like to thank not only our speakers, but also our co-presenters. So thank you to Amazon Web Services, AWS, and AWS Cloud Pilipinas. And that wraps up our 43rd episode of the Community Ignite series, routing traffic for a domain in Route 53 to an Amazon Lightsail container service. Lastly, I would like to thank our technical director, Ms. Pat De La Peña, and of course, the AWS intern, Maria Trinidad. Thank you again for coming, all of you here in our Zoom account, and to those watching our live on Facebook. This has been Liara Sendico and AWS Cloud Pilipinas. Remember to stay safe, and I'll see you in the next week. Bye, everyone. Thank you.
I like to wake up early in the morning because I do my best thinking. It is super important that we have diversity in our business. I meet with my interns daily, and it is important to us that they are more than technically strong. We need them to be people strong as well. The key is actually predicting what a customer is going to need and then work backward from there. True joy to work with passionate people. You can see people multiplying each other's productivity. Around 2 or 3 o'clock, we'll often go to the deck and have a bowl of ice cream. I'm Ridley Huang. I'm a principal software engineer at AWS. I like to